y'all. So, excuse the headscarf. I took my baby to school, so that's all I'm gonna say. I took my baby to school, and I'm not up for the day yet. So, but I did want to talk to y'all real quick. Nothing, no life learning lesson, nothing teaching, nothing, no advice. I just want to talk about something I went through, which my sister told me I should let y'all know. I should make a video about it and just open up and express myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if you notice on my page, I went missing. I went missing for about two and a half years after my last video of with the blue background. And the reason for that is I got into a major car accident. Right after I did that video, my daughter had a lovely graduation, and I was at my dad's house, and all I know is I was supposed to make it home safely. Last thing I remember was telling my dad, I will call you when I make it home. I didn't make it home, y'all. I didn't make it home. I didn't make it home. I actually made it in a ditch. Well, I made it to a couple trees, into a ditch, into a helicopter, into Grady Memorial Hospital, the hospital I was born in. Haven't been back to that hospital. I was born at Grady, had never been back to Grady until my accident. So I had broken shoulder, 5 broke ribs on my right side. I had a tube in my lungs because when my ribs broke, they punctured my lungs. So the car totally mangled. So you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. And from the time that I remember telling my dad, I'll let you know when I get home, there was nothing. It's blank. There is nothing. It's just waking up, looking at the ceiling of the hospital. There's a sheriff, and the sheriff is asking, hey, what happened? Do you remember what happened? Do you have someone, like a number to call? And I gave him my mom's number. That's the only number I can remember off the top of my head, because my phone, my wallet, all of that is in this mangled, crushed car. Almost all 4 wheels was off the car. The whole tire backside off the car, because it went off the road, hit 2 trees, ding, 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 on the way down. And when they found me, I was lodged in between the dashboard and the seat. So, airlifted, I remember none of this. I don't remember the accident. I just remember saying, I will let you know when I make it home. And to wake up, and everything has changed. Everything is different. Everything is, wait a minute, trying to recollect what happened and not remembering anything is the kicker. It's how do you, I can be sad about the accident, but I don't know. I know my body experienced it, but my mind, I don't remember experiencing it. So that's why when people would come to the hospital, my dad is a preacher. He loves saying, God saved you. I know God saved me, and I thank God for saving me. My thing was, what did God save me for? I always had that question. It's like, I've been through this. I look at the car. I see that I was not supposed to make it. I see that normal app would not have made it through that car, as that car was not a car left. And I made it. So I'm in ICU. I stayed in the hospital about almost a month. And I say that to say this. I kept asking, why? Why did you save me? Why did you save me? Why did you save me? What was my reason? And for the longest, I couldn't find one. I could not find one. 2 months later, after getting out of the hospital, after almost losing my life, God gave me my son. God, not that I was pregnant with him when the accident happened. Let me clarify that up. Me and my son's dad made this guy here. We did. And it was after everything in my life was almost over. God granted me my son. Now, I don't know if my body had to shut down and restart or whatever it needed to do while it was in that hospital, because I told y'all before, my journey with getting pregnant and all of that, it has not been easy. I lost my first daughter. She's a stillborn. I had my rainbow daughter, my rainbow baby. And then I almost lose my life to sit down somewhere and create this little guy. And it was extremely hard because my ribs are broken. I'm healing. And then 2 months later, while I'm healing, yes, I did not wait. I mean, his dad is a nurse, so I was in good hands at the time. I was taken care of at the time. I went throwing that in a circle, but I was tooting and scooting. I was tooting and scooting. But I kept asking God, what was your purpose of saving me? Because that's all you hear when you're in the hospital. All you hear is God saved you. God saved you for a reason. God saved you for a reason. And when you're sitting there, you're healing, you're hurting, and you're thinking about life, thinking about everything, you're just like, what was it for? I believe that it was to teach me faith again. I believe it was to give me my son that I had been asking God for. And when you ask God for stuff, don't he bring it in the strangest ways? It's like, don't he bring it in the strangest ways? For real. Now he brought me my son, but other stuff, we still working on him. We still working on. But the blessing in me not leaving this earth was for me to bring this life to this earth. And you don't know how God works. You don't know how God works. Sometimes he does stuff to test your faith. He does stuff to tempt your faith, because it's so easy to try to turn your back when something don't work out how you want it to work out. Even with my son, he granted me my baby. I love my baby, but the situations with the other, it was like, yeah, yeah, can't have it all. And I've accepted that because I asked him for my son. I always wanted my son. I wanted my boy. Now, did I think that he would give it to me at a time that my whole body was broken? But hey, I shouldn't have been scooting and booting. I shouldn't have been scooting and booting. But you learn not to question God. You learn how to go with the flow. I learned how to go with the flow. Yes, I got my blessing. And in the midst of my blessing, because it's like I said, his father's a nurse. So it's like, at that time in my life where I was broken and damaged, I thought God sent me this right person. We finna heal, we finna grow, we finna do all of this. And then when I found out I was pregnant, it was, okay, cool. I'm so happy that the baby's here and all of this. Little did I know. It's like when, you see the movies when a bird hit a window and the wing is broken, the people nurse it back to health. I'm the broken bird. I hit the window. He found me, nursed me back to enough health. He set me free, and he set me free off to find another nest, I guess. But I still got my baby bird out of it, so I have to make fun of it to better understand it. I have to laugh at it because it's not to keep from crying; it's to say, God, you a real one, and it's truly to give glory and honor to God because I am very thankful coming from being told that I would never have children, being told that I had cancer in my womb, to why I wouldn't have children, tilted uterus, endometriosis, all of that, to my first baby, who was my blessing. She did not make it to be here with us, but she's here with us in spirit. To my second daughter, who was rocking with me for 8 years, and to my new baby. He's a mama's boy. God has a reason. God has ways. God has ways that teach you faith. God has ways that teach you hope. God has ways that teach you to endure. And when you're doing it all, you may not know what the reason is for. Not yet. But you will always see the gifts in it. Okay? So that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Trust God no matter what your journey, your path, your circumstances, your body, your mind, your spirit, no matter what it looks like. If you have another day in you to live, you have another day in you to fix what is wrong or to pray about what is wrong and to get with God, and he will fix it. You just got to have a little faith. Okay? And y'all have a good day. I'm finna go get ready for my day, for our day. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay.